Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I haven't posted in a couple weeks. I know I've been pretty absent on YouTube, but it doesn't mean that I haven't been, working behind the scenes for sure. I just wanted to quickly update you guys, like with where I'm at, how things are going. I actually just went and watched my last video that I did when I was 3 weeks out, because I am 3 weeks out from my next show, and I wanted to go back and watch where I was at mentally and what I was doing and that type of stuff, just to like make the comparison of where I'm sitting at today. And so just going back and watching that video, I was, struggling. I was really nervous about, it had been, the first show I was getting ready for a really long time. I had no idea if my body was gonna come together. Like I was really, really stressed. And so it's been good this time, because at 3 weeks out, I have expectations of, what the protocol looks like dialing in. And so I haven't been like scared or nervous, because I trust my coach, I trust my protocols, I trust that my body will do what it needs to do so long as I do the work. So what's been happening these past couple weeks, since I last posted, we got back from Tennessee, and, I kind of went through kind of a mental low, which we all do. We all go through those. I was just going through the motions. Nothing really changed as far as, my eating or my cardio or anything like that. And so I didn't really feel like I had anything to share with you guys. But now that we're 3 weeks out, I wanted to share, I had a very harsh flare-up with my Hashimoto's. I'm gonna share this with you guys. It's hard for me to share this with you guys because I am somebody who works really, really hard, and I like my efforts to always be reflectant of that work, and they don't always show in the ways that I want them to show. And so I kind of, just kind of reclused while my body was finding its homeostasis again. And so what happened was that we got back from Tennessee, and just trying to get back into the groove of things. My body had this flare up for probably 10 days, and my weight spiked about 8 pounds. 8 to 9 pounds of just water and inflammation. And for anybody who doesn't understand like what that inflammation like feels like, it's horrible. It feels like you're wearing like a water balloon jacket, and it's really, really frustrating. It's very taxing mentally, especially when you're like, hey, I'm doing everything that I should be doing. Like, why is my body having like this opposite reaction? And so, but I do know myself, and I do understand that my body, it just needs time to find its homeostasis again. And so I did text my coach, and I was like, hey, like, because I had a check-in coming up, and when you're checking in, your weight's up, like you're just like, I don't even want to show up, because it's so frustrating. It's not like, these results are not a reflectant of like how much work I'm actually doing, right? And so I just texted him, because I was like, okay, he needs to know what's going on. And I sent him a picture of where I was sitting at currently, and I was like, yo, my weight is up 8 pounds. And I did tell him, I was like, I don't expect for you to fix this or to have an answer. I just want to let you know what's going on. And he did give me some good suggestions. And so I started taking ice baths in the morning to help with inflammation. And that really actually did help. That helped a lot. And then I started supplementing turmeric supplements again. And then the other biggest thing was that I really had to focus on what was causing the root of my stress, and I needed to address it. And once I did, my weight not only dropped back down, but dropped back down farther than I had expected it to. And so now, sitting at 3 weeks out, I'm feeling so much better than I did last week, because last week I was getting nervous, and I was like, it wasn't supposed to be this way, right? Because I was nervous last time, and like this time everything was supposed to come together like a lot more seamlessly. And but now I'm like, okay, cool, like we're good. So I just wanted to share that with you, especially for those who do suffer with autoimmune diseases that have to do with your weight fluctuations and that type of stuff. Trust me when I say I do understand, but the biggest piece of advice that I can give you is that regardless of how you feel, don't waver from your protocol, because your body will find itself again. It will right its way again, and it's really hard to remember that when your efforts aren't like reflecting in the results. But it does come. It will eventually, you will eventually land on your feet, is what I'm trying to say. And so I had to prove that to myself again. And it's all good though. So I'm feeling really good now. So what I wanted to do is just kind of like update you guys with like where I'm sitting at protocol wise. I am doing 2-a-day cardios. I'm doing 25 minutes fasted cardio, 25 minutes post-workout. And so I go back in the afternoon and do a workout and then cardio again. I am carb cycling. I have 5 days low, 1 high. My food is back to the basics. I haven't really changed much of what I've been eating, except I've just like done more elimination stuff, and I've cut things out earlier. So I'm not doing cashew milk, I'm not doing sugar-free ketchup, sugar-free barbecue sauce. Like I've cut all of that. I'm doing oatmeal, eggs, tilapia, rice, green veg. I like green beans, so that's what I've been doing. A little bit of almond butter, and then a couple rice cakes. So I'll be eating that going into the show, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm not bored with it. I feel really, really good. And so yeah, so I'm actually like doing really good. I would say that the biggest difference from last time to this time, the work doesn't feel as hard. Like it's still hard, but my body just like knows what's expected. When I go in and do my fasted cardio in the morning, like there is no unwavering question in my mind. I just go in and I get it done. It's kind of like that autopilot, where last time as I was going into the show, I was still reestablishing habits because it had been so long since I competed. But now that I've done that, this time dialing in has been a lot easier in some ways, a lot harder in some ways, but a lot easier in some ways too. So overall, no complaints. I am really excited to see where I'm gonna land at the show. I'm actually getting very, very excited for this show. I was feeling really nervous last week, but I'm actually really, really excited now. And so I'm going to be working these next couple weeks to just tweak my posing, and we're just gonna continue to dial down. I'm really, really excited to see where I'm gonna land, because these last eight weeks from my last show, I have been working so hard on growing shoulders, growing glutes. Like I've literally, that has been my sole focus going into the show, is bringing in a bigger and more dialed package. And I think we're gonna get there. So I'm really, really amped. So what do we have coming up these next couple weeks? We are going to be in Vegas. So we have a week and a half before we leave for that. So I will be on peak week in Vegas, but I'm really, really excited. Then we're gonna go to Arizona. We're gonna be there a few days before the show even starts. So we're gonna have some adventures there. So I've got this next week here at home. This is like my last full week at home. I'm super, super excited to take you into this show experience, because it's different every single time. And if you have not yet watched my past videos going into the show, definitely go watch those, because it will give you an idea of what's to come. So thanks again for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week.